Hey, what's going on, guys? It's HawksNest here, back with another Call of Duty mobile video. Now, inside of today's video, basically, we're going to be taking a look at the brand new community update on the Call of Duty mobile subreddit. I already kind of took a quick peek at what's inside of this, and I thought there was a couple different things that I thought you guys would want to know. So that's basically why we're making this video. I'm basically just going to be highlighting the important stuff that you guys want to pay attention to. Now, obviously, I'm not going to go through everything here because there's a lot of little details. So if you guys want to read the entire community post, it will be linked down below. But with that being said, let's go ahead and just go through this really quickly. First off, there is two new hardcore modes, Hardcore Hardpoint and Headquarters. It's basically going to be available from UTC 02 or February 12th to February 18th. After that is just basically the dates on a couple different events. If you want to see that right here, I'm not going to go through all of that because once again, it's just kind of finite or minute details. After that, some more info on different events inside of BR right here in this graphic. And then after that, we do have some stuff regarding the February public test build, which I have made a couple videos on already. First off, the public test build is officially full with all 40,000 slots being taken up. Then after that, they said there has been a variety of questions and concerns about the build so far, which they will answer below, but just a general reminder that everything in the public test build is subject to change. This content, whether it is something significant like a map or something less obvious like text on an item, may end up releasing in any future updates. We are looking at you, the Overkill perk. Hopefully this still releases someday, so that's kind of the update on the Overkill perk, I guess. As it is a test, it may also be buggy, have half-finished features or placeholders. Some of this may be intentional, but first let's speak on about what is not intentional: movement changes. The following changes are bugs that will be addressed and are not intentional changes. They said that sliding being interrupted while aiming and the speed of the sliding reduced while aiming is going to be fixed. They said that the sliding aim animation bug is going to be fixed, and then they said that the speed is reduced once ADS instead of being reduced after ADS completes. So basically everything that we've talked about inside of the test server related to sliding and ADSing, that is actually going to be addressed, and that was a bug and not a intentional change, so that's obviously good news. After that, they said, however, for intentional changes, we are testing some changes related to the ability to drop shot. That's the ability to immediately go prone and fire at an enemy. If you aren't familiar, this is a long-standing tactic in many FPS titles or first-person shooter titles that allows players to quickly change their hitbox by dropping to the ground and giving them the advantage on an approaching enemy. They said, lastly, not everything in this test was available right at the start, and more pieces of content will be rolling throughout the testing period. You may see more modes, items, perks, or general pieces of content drop later, I guess. Keep an eye out and please report issues in-game through the survey. One thing I want to say about the drop shotting is basically inside the test server, the way that drop shotting works is when you drop shot, you won't be able to actually ADS your gun while you're dropping down. You can re-ADS once you're fully proned and on the ground, but in between that, you're not able to ADS. So basically, drop shotting is getting nerfed, but they also did add a blue perk that you can enable to basically return drop shotting to the way that it was before. So basically, they're basically just nerfing drop shotting, but giving the option to keep drop shotting the way it is for the people that really love drop shotting by selecting the blue perk. I personally think this is okay. I'm not in love with the change because I think it kind of reduces the skill gap in the game, which has its downsides and upsides, I guess. If you guys don't know what the skill gap is, it's basically like how far apart are the good players versus the not so good players. That's kind of like a brief summary. But yeah, so I don't really know what I think about it too much. I personally just would rather do without it, but I also think it's not that bad of a change. I think it'll be okay. But yeah, if you guys don't like it, definitely voice your opinion, because obviously with changes inside the test server, the point is for it to be tested out and for the COD Mobile to basically get feedback from the players. So if there's things you don't like or bugs you notice or anything like that, definitely let COD Mobile know on this subreddit, for example, or on their Instagram, Twitter, etc. After that is a little thing about Gunzo Clown Coded. It's nothing super important. After that is going to be seasonal challenges. It says one more week, one more community update, and one more release of 2 seasonal challenges. This time around, we have one challenge for multiplayer and one for BP. I don't know if they meant to say BR or they meant Battle Pass, but I assume Battle Royale. And with them comes your chance to grab the epic blueprint, the GKS Kistune. I really don't know how to say that. Then they said also for everyone asking about the SKS, that is coming and will be releasing next week on 2/19 UTC in the BR buff event. So if you're in the United States of America, I believe it'll be coming on the 18th, but if you're basically anywhere else that is in a time zone that isn't very similar to the US, basically, we're going to be getting it on the 19th, which I think, let me go double check exactly what day that is. Okay, the 19th is going to be next Friday for UTC time zones and beyond, and then it should be once again on the 18th for the US time zones or time zones around that. So yeah, Friday 19th and 18th on Thursday. Apart from that is a couple other things here that you guys can see, nothing crazy. Master Operator, I don't think this is really anything. And then they said, lastly, for those of you looking for something free dropping this holiday, you'll have to head to our global social media channels or participating content creators, which I will be one of those people. So if you basically want to enter a giveaway for some different skins or whatever, I still have to check exactly what the details are on this because I haven't made the post yet. But basically, go check out social medias on COD Mobile or COD Mobile social medias, as well as content creators, including mine, which at HawksNest on Twitter or HawksNestYT on Instagram. But yeah, so little giveaways and stuff like that coming soon with that. And then also AK47 Year of the Aux, you can actually get free crates by doing, I think, the seasonal challenge or feature challenge. I think that's what it was. I already made a video talking about that though, so not really going to talk about that too much. But they did say the event is only available for 6 more days, so definitely do that pretty soon if you want to have a chance at getting the AK47 Year of the Aux. And then for feedback, they said, thanks to over 800 comments last week in the community update and the large number of feedback and bug reports posted there, we'll have some direct responses to those today. Just a reminder, but please check the previous community updates for other frequently asked questions, because they often come up right after we address them in an update, like when is Ghost Voice is coming to COD Mobile. I read that really weird, I apologize. However, there are still a few topics that they'd like to discuss this week. The first one being Do Not Disturb or Hidden feature. They said one low-key but commonly requested feature is something that will allow players to either be displayed as hidden or block invites for a certain number of time. We have conveyed this request to the team before, and unfortunately it isn't something that is currently slated for the next update, but it is still being considered and will hopefully be something we can add relatively soon. Thanks for all of the concise requests for this one. Following that is a pretty big thing that a lot of the community has basically been talking about, and that is the China version content. For this, basically what they said is that, as many of you have seen, some content that is currently released in the China version is being tested in the public test build for our global and Garena versions. We can't often directly comment on when X feature from that build is coming, or even if it is coming, since that is all up to our dev teams to discuss, test, and decide first. There may be content in global or in the China version that is essentially being tested to see if it performs well there first, like all new features or pieces of content, and then if it does perform well, it may be considered for release in other versions. So what it seems like is like with the Warzone update on China, basically they're looking to see how that goes before they implement it into the global server and Garena server, obviously. At least that's what I got away from this, or took away from this. Following that, cheater reports, I'm going to ignore that just because cheater reports, it's not like we're really going to have any kind of news here, I don't think. Yeah, nothing super specific. Prestige or additional levels, they said we've seen this request popping up more often now that many players have hit that level 150 cap. Our teams are considering various options for adding additional progression to the game. In the past, we considered Gunsmith's additions as a way to add progression, even though it wasn't tied to the main profile level system, but we don't have any information on additional systems or options being added in the near future. We'll be sure to bring that up as soon as there is news, so basically saying that there's no news on that right now. Next, ranked series. Lastly, a simple one. The next ranked series will be releasing alongside Season 2 in March. More on that later as we get closer to the release. So basically just when ranked is getting a reset. Honestly, I'm not going to read these. I don't even know why I read all the glitches initially. If you recognize any stuff like this and have any kind of feedback, definitely read this post and share it. Support options, just if you guys want to read that, there's that. I'm not going to go over it though. And then final notes, it says, as this week comes to a close, our teams are look forward to the future of Call of Duty Mobile throughout 2021. As you may know, the ambitious approach of one season nearly every single month has been a monumental challenge, and while we may not always hit that goal, our teams are still working nearly non-stop to make COD Mobile one of the best FPS games out there. There is so much on the way and so much planned for, whether that it is brand new seasons, exciting new opportunities, competitive gaming, and tournaments. So obviously that is something that is happening, and there's going to be competitive games and tournaments and stuff like that. Region-based events, in-game events, and so many other different things we'd like to keep showing the world is why this title is still truly a AAA gaming experience on mobile. The future is promising. And then, yeah, more stuff, so nothing super specific here. So yeah, that is going to be the video on the community update. If you guys enjoyed this video, definitely make sure to drop a like and a sub down below. More videos coming in the future. And also, I've been streaming every single day on my live stream channel. So if you guys want to check that out, it will be linked down below. With all of that being said, though, I'll see you guys later. Peace.